design. Satirical, lyrical, maybe just a miracle, the way the words intertwine. So if you start to listen, sure, appreciate your time. Gotta be smart and have no fear. We're living in a world and the message is clear. My name's Steve Biddle. I'm the author behind a book called So Much So, Poetic Picture Poetry, which came out late last year. It was a book of poems and illustrations and pictures and photographs and artworks that had some relationship with the poetry that I was writing. And in some instances I was given a picture that I'd then write a poem about and spin the whole concept of the book around. The book took about 16 to 18 months to produce, to put together, and since then I've been enjoying the success of the book with relation to the artists that are now coming forwards from the book to put together the So Much So exhibition that we're running here at Bournemouth at the moment. I'd like to welcome you to the So Much So art exhibition and introduce you to some of the incredible artists that we've brought together here in the Bournemouth Library to put on this exhibition here in August 2011. Come with me. Here are the artists of the future. These guys have come in with sticky back plastic, sparkles, feathers, you name it, and we've got 28 pieces of art that the kids have given us. Next, the children's art. We've got Dave Peckham, a photographer that's had a dark room in his studio since the age of 13. I think he's in his 60s now and has come to the exhibition at a late stage with his artwork. And he's brought us some incredible art. Over to our table, the Retro Bombshells photography, which is Laura Beaumont, who's done an incredible job in this exhibition of bringing us some artwork that I'm going to show you in a minute. The guest book, which I've been overwhelmed with the amount of praise and thanks for what we've done, and obviously the compliments. Sharon Dowling has got a poetry book out that she was kind enough to send me a copy, and this book is amazing, heartfelt poetry from a girl that has experienced so much in her life. So when you see this book on the shops in Waterstones, please pick up a copy. It's not expensive, it's a really good read, it's a good buy. Over to the kids' table. This is where the art of the future has taken place. This is where the sticky back plastic and the prick sticks and this incredible piece by my daughter Amy that will stay with me for the rest of my life. I love that. Over to Luke Nigel Trimmins, who's done the illustration in black and white.
I'm Luke Trimmins. This is my artwork. Basically, Steve asked me to exhibit my artwork, and I was like, of course I will. Because previously, how me and Steve know each other is through Freeway Poets. He saw me draw live, and then he asked me to do some illustrations for his poetry book. And you know, I was more than happy to do it. And then, yeah, he's asked me to, you know, get my work up on the wall, and he's given me the best exhibition space, to be honest. And I've taken full advantage of it. Like, when I did my degree, I had about a wall about that big. Not a lot of work, whereas this is perfect. Steve was doing his book and he asked me to do some illustration for, it's called Religious War. And basically, what stuck out in my mind was the aeroplane, the bazooka, and the Bible that said survival. And this is why I've got this on my wall. It's it's Steve's piece with my initial illustration of just like 3 set individual drawings that sum up Steve's poem. They complement each other like really well. And then obviously with that piece I just decided to stick out with like one favourite of mine, because I think they're all quite powerful on their own, but I think the aeroplane sticks out. So and the air show was coming up, so I thought it was quite relevant. Without Steve I wouldn't have actually come up with this drawing, so I want to thank Steve for that as well. I've been drawing basically all my life, and I've learned how to draw stuff from an early age. This is why I draw aeroplanes, because my dad got me introduced to model aeroplanes as a kid. So I'd look at all the instruction manuals and you know, try and copy them the best I could. So this is why I like black and white, because it's so powerful, and literally you're just using the minimum amount of tools, just bit of paper, black pen, and that, you know, and then you can show like what skills you've got with that. I mean, I love colour as well, don't get me wrong, colour's amazing, but I like black and white 'cause I think it, you know, they do, some people say that if someone's like black and white, they say it how it is or they don't, and if someone says they're colourful, that's cool as well. I feel like I'm all that, but with my artwork, yeah, I quite like to just sort of say how it is, basically. You know, there's no sort of, you don't have to analyse it, pick it apart, try and work it out. It is there straight away, and you can enjoy it. I just like drawing pictures, creating my own little world, basically. That's why you're an artist. This world can be a bit boring at times, so you've got to create your own world. It releases endorphins, it makes you enjoy yourself. It can be stressful at times, but what isn't these days? So just, yeah, be creative.
We had this space on the end of the columns, and Paul Barton has kindly given us his photography. He went to the printers and they printed the wrong size photos, which just happened to fit the space that we needed photos for. Paul's photos can also be found on the freeway poetry wall. Now Louise very, very kindly donated her time and her poets to produce this amazing, outstanding wall. And the whole time this wall has been up, there's been poems added by people that have come along to the exhibition and seen this wall, and they've added in their own poems. There's been an incredible book that Louise is making each month. Ollie, Rob Hughes, the Winchester Pub, we've got Rob Casey, we've got Julie again, we've got Billy, my friend Billy, who has found poetry in himself. We've got the Egg Art. Joe Black is going to be featured shortly. Over to Jane. We've got Rob Hill's sonnets.